Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, let's go to my channel first of all, make sure that I can hear myself and readjust my camera height and angle here a little bit. Upsy daisy there. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to just go to my YouTube live. See, make sure we got video and audio. We're good there. And let's share it out to the Facebook group, groupies. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, that's good. And look to the Facebook group. Share the group. One's Keto Café, a little bit of a subtitle, and share it out. Okay, we're good to go there. I think we're good. Okay, that's good. Just checking out my Facebook post, make sure I'm live there. Okay. I don't know why that thumbnail is when I'm posting my thumbnail, it shows like a distorted image, but we'll fix that later. So we're pretty much good now. Let's see if what happens if I close that out. Is that gonna affect my live stream? I don't know. We'll leave it open because I don't know. Okay. So, anyways, thank you for coming along. If you come in a little later, say good morning. Today is Wednesday morning. It is Hump Day. It is also the 15th of the month. Wow, can you believe it? We're already halfway through the month of November. We're about a week, just a little bit under a week to go before we hit that big magical Tom Turkey Day. And before we get started, I'm going to have a cup of my favorite cup of coffee. Hey, good morning, Tamika. Just glad you're able to. Okay, so I'll turn down that volume so you don't hear a double echo. So, yeah, so today is Wednesday morning. It's November 15th, and I'm going to go out for a walk shortly. And I've been dealing with a really bad cold. I can't seem to shake it. My nose is all congested, and I've been going through handkerchiefs and snooty rags like there has been no tomorrow. And this time of year, my skin is unbelievably wicked dry. I've been using this stuff over here to help it there, but my skin is just really bad, and I got a really bad psoriasis on my right ankle over there, and can't seem to get rid of that. I had an appointment yesterday with the dermatologist, but I canceled it out because I'm sick and tired of the stinking co-payments. Every time I turn around, I got a co-payment. My wife owes the hospital like about $700 in co-payments just for the damn shot she gets every other Monday, and the other stuff that goes on with her. So, and it's like people that reach a certain retirement age or our age, since we paid into the system the entire life, our co-payments, they ought to just waive them because it's getting to be ridiculous. Every time you turn around, they slap you with a co-payment. But yeah, I'm going to go for a little bit of a walk this morning. I just wanted to come in and say hi to everybody. Yeah, so Tamika, so don't forget Anne Marie. I think she's planning on doing another game night tonight. I still trying to figure it out a little bit. I know we have to have a tab open on the browser on the Chrome, and then you go into StreamYard, and it once you set up your everything, you just set it all up, and then on the bottom you go live. And anyways, it's a little bit of a process to do all that and what she does. She got kudos to her to being able to figure that out. But I noticed my watch hours went up there yesterday quite significantly, and I'm really happy about that because I've been doing a lot of lives lately, and I kind of really enjoy it. And you know, I'm gonna do a live this afternoon. I'm gonna cook something up for you guys. I'm thinking possibly maybe around 4 o'clock, something like that. We'll see how it goes. After I get home from grocery shopping, my wife wants we have to do a small little order today. We're gonna start picking up all our Thanksgiving stuff for next week. I usually get all the canned goods and all that other stuff, and then next week I concentrate on just the turkey, and then we'll get any desserts that she wants again. And of course, I usually get the dinner rolls for her. I'm not going to play all those games this year. I'm going to try to really watch it this year because I've been picking up too much weight and I've been feeling very, very uncomfortable. And a lot of it's had to do with the depression and because I got problems with my left hip that needs to get taken out in January. fact, I'm going to call the Dr. Burrows up later today to find out if they got a surgery date. And they're going to want me to go into the hospital about 2 weeks before, and I'm going to have to do a physical to make sure that I'm okay to have the hip surgery. And if I'm okay there, they'll have a date for me. And I already got all the pre-surgery dates for the rehab dates. And they're talking about 10 rehab dates at the local hospital there. And it's good because I won't have to travel outside the city for that. So the only time I'll have to travel outside the city is just when I go up for the pre-physical and then surgery. And then when I go in for surgery, I'll have somebody drop me off and somebody pick me up the next day. And then I should be well on my way. But I'm just looking forward to having the hip surgery, and that's so I can have a better quality of life, because it really stinks right now. I've been under a tremendous amount of pain on my left side, and that's been getting me down too. And it's been another reason why I've been picking up a lot of weight, because I've been depressed and I'm picking up a lot of unwanted pounds. And so what's going on also? I was doing an egg fast for a couple of days, but I ran out of eggs. So if you're going to do an egg fast, don't run out of eggs. I could have went to the store yesterday. I flew right by a couple of stores that I thought I had enough eggs. So we're going to jump from the egg fast today to a beef and butter fast, which is just something really easy. Now, Shrinking with Tilla there, she has a lot of great videos. That she's a weight loss coach. And when I do my beef and butter fast, I'll have a link in the show more down below. And basically, a beef and butter fast, I've been both the egg fast and the beef and butter fast. I've always been very, very successful to get myself back on track. The problem with eggs is after a while, you get really, really sick of eggs, and just plain eggs, butter, and cheese. So but it does help your body. You get rid of all that water weight, and you stop feeling good, and you get a lot of energy in you, and all that sort of thing. So, and the beef and butter fast works basically the same way. There's no amount of beef that you can eat during the day. You don't say, okay, you can only have, say, 12 pounds of, like a 12-ounce piece of steak or something like that, and that's it for the day. The rule of thumb is you eat, and when you're hungry, you eat, and when you're full, you stop. And that's pretty much how a beef and butter fast works. A beef and butter fast is like if I'm doing a 16, or maybe in my case, it'd be a 12-ounce piece of steak. I'll put a slab of Kerrygold butter on it, like a tablespoon or so of butter, and then I'll just melt it right on top of the steak with a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, and some simple salt and pepper. And that's your beef and butter fast. And you can do ground beef. It doesn't have to be isolated to just beef. You can have fish, turkey, poultry, any of that stuff. And so that's another reason why I want to do another beef and butter fast, because I've already got a lot of beef in the refrigerated freezer that I want to start using up, so I can resupply my freezer there next month. Next month, I want to plan on going to one of the local farmers over there and see if I can get some of the grass-fed beef, because the grocery store is too expensive. So I might be able to get a better deal, So that's the way we go with that for the remainder of the week and the first part of next week. Now, what's going on with our city? They're going to have a festival of trees coming up, and that starts next Monday, but they're already starting to set up the trees. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of a walk this morning and get some fresh air. Now, we got Jack Frost came over last night to visit us last night. We got a thin coating of ice on the windshield this morning. It's a little cold, but it's manageable. It's going to take my mobile app, and according to my hang on, it's 33 degrees. It was 28 a little while ago, but I updated it. And tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 60s. So, but we're not going to get too many more 60 weather degree days out. So tomorrow I'll definitely be walking, and today I'm going to plan it out. I'm just going to do a little light stroll to the downtown area. I'm going to pop into the city hall and see the progress of the trees setting up, and take a little bit of film and do a little bit of photography. And then next week, what I'll do one day for you guys, I go in and I'll do a live video broadcast from the city hall. We'll walk around. What's cool around the other perimeter of the city hall, you got a train set up, and the train goes around, and they play Christmas music in the background, and it's all set up, and it's really quite awesome how they got it all set up. And then local I would say, artist, or he was a carpenter for many years, Louis Charpentier, before he passed away in the middle 90s. But he did a lot of sculptures for the city, including the St. Cecilia's cross for the cross of Jesus Christ, and a few other crosses that he donated to some of the other parishes. He made it out of wood, carved it. He was a wood sculptor artist. And then he made a lot of styrofoam figurines, for the city hall. And one of my friends, Brad, there just recently repaired some of the ones that were damaged, and then they set them out. They set them all up underneath the tree area, and it's really beautiful. What's great about the Festival of Trees is if you need a tree, you can go down and bid for one, and at the end of the season, which will be about 2 or 3 days before Christmas, you can take the tree home with you, and you get all the decorations on the tree, and the highest bid gets the tree, obviously, and the money gets put into the Mayor's Fuel Assistance Program, and it's really quite beautiful, and it's a good deal. And so Donna and I, we bid on a tree a couple of years ago there, and we got actually bid on 2 of them. I won both trees, but we took one, and we upgraded it last year to a better tree, and we spent $450 for that tree. And then, of course, the flood took the tree down and took it out, so I wasn't able to use that no more. And so this year we just bought a couple of small fiber optic trees. So at some point in the back room on my desk on my bookcase over there, you're going to see a nice fiber optic tree set up. But and I got to try to make sure I stay away from the cat, because the cat's been curious about everything. He's been getting into a lot of mischief, because that's typically how cats like to do. They like to get into a lot of mischief. I was going to cook breakfast for you guys up there, but I made some of those hard-boiled eggs there this morning, and I just had a couple of hard-boiled eggs just a little while ago. They didn't use up what I made, and I thought I had enough eggs to do the egg fast. And I goes, oh shoot! So I took out some 2080 ground chuck there, and I'm going to fry that up later today. And on the beef and butter fast, we'll put it in containers and put a slab of butter on each container, and that'll be our meal for the next couple of days. And then in between, I might do another one day, do an egg fast or a beef and butter fast. There, we're gonna go with every other day that way, and then maybe later I'll just make something so I can put it in the freezer later on today. But I'm thinking about going live maybe sometime this afternoon, about maybe I was thinking maybe about 4 or 5 o'clock or something like that, when we're done grocery shopping and things settle down in the household, and see what happens. But this was just an unannounced pop-up live, and you could tell by the way I'm talking, my nose is all congested, and all I've been doing is hacking, and it's been terrible, and it's been giving me an awful headache, because I'm not sounding like my old self right now. I just hope she doesn't have a problem with that Friday night at bingo, because I have to read off the numbers there when somebody wins on the bingo night, and it can raise a lot of problems with my voice, especially if I'm coughing. If I'm coughing and it starts getting worse, I just tell her I can't go Friday night. And we're already short-handed as it is, because a couple of the workers that we have normally a Friday are out this coming Friday. So yesterday I dropped off the video for Muggsy at the studio there, and the only thing, they wasn't accusing me of breaking anything, but they might as well had, because when I turned in the camera the last time I used the D32, they got them numbered by numbers. Somebody broke the camera battery and smashed it all in, and the backside of the camera was broken off, and the battery doesn't hold on to the backside anymore. And I would have never, ever turned in the camera like that. And if I did break it, I would have told them about it right away. But the last time I used the camera was in August. And I said to myself, you mean to tell me nobody used the camera between August and now? I don't buy that. Somebody used the camera and smashed it, broke it, and didn't say anything, because they were afraid that they were going to get trouble for that. You don't get in trouble, they're insured for that, but don't go accusing somebody of saying, Ron, you were the last one to use that. That didn't go too well with me. I'm all done filming for the studio after this year. I got 2 more concerts to film, and we got the winter stroll and the tree lighting at the City Hall area. So again, if I could get the live internet connection on my mobile phone, and it'll be cold that night, because that comes up on December 3rd, and when the sun comes down around 3 o'clock, And then at 5 o'clock, they do the parade that comes through the downtown area. And then the mayor goes over and lights up the tree area. And then it's all done. And then, of course, everybody grabs photographs and there's stuff like that. And I've been covering that for the last 12 years. And then all of a sudden, these guys take it over, and that kind of really ticked me off, too, and that's something that I enjoy doing and turning in the video to the studio. Well, since they got their own guys now, they're going to say, the hell with you guys. I'm just going to go over there and do my own thing. And these are all public events. Again, anybody can, when you in your towns and cities, when they have events like that, they're public events. It's open up to the city. Anybody with a camera, if you take video, if you take photographs. My big hang up when I take photographs, I don't take any photographs of kids or indirectly of kids, because I don't want any issues with parents. And you never know if they're dealing with a child custody situation. You just don't want to get yourself in a situation unless you get permission from the parents first. And that's how I approach things, I learned that the hard way, and I don't want to get myself in trouble or have any issues in that area. And if somebody don't want their photograph taken, I respect that. And so I'm going to take some photographs and video of the trees. I'm going to do the stroll coming up. And then I'm going to do the tree lighting. I'll do all that. And then afterwards, it's all done. Another night, I'll go down there and take another series of photographs without all the people. They have a lot of vendors set up on all sides of the streets and when they do the stroll. And they give away free hot chocolate and stuff like that. And also, they give away, and then, of course, the food vendors and all that. And just talking to people. And the man does chestnuts that day. And open chestnuts on an open fire in front of his store, and I'll be filming all that. And I just hope they have it. They can't cancel it like they did last year, and they moved it up 1 week, and then it interfered with the Leominster Colonial Band that I filmed, so I wasn't able to get too much of that year because I was inside filming the Colonial Band. Now the Colonial Band and the Montezuma Chorale, they play melody of Christmas music and melody of a variety of different music, and it's put together quite marvelous. And again, I want to mention to the band managers about that because, going forward with the studio, I'm not that happy with the studio. So I told my wife, I says, I'm thinking about returning back to work possibly after I get my hip surgery. And when I feel good enough, then I want to go back to work. I want to see about getting a job at the overnight shift somewhere through a temp agency for about a month, maybe 2 months, and see how that goes, because I got to be able to work around my wife's appointments and my appointments. And I want to start saving up on my own camera, because I was asked this actually yesterday. One of my friends of mine, she's getting married, and she wants to get married in the city hall on December 23rd, and she wants me to film it. She wants me to do photography. So I'm gonna do both, but it would be nice to have a studio style setup camera with the transmitter and receiver and the whole 9 yards. But the problem with that is I can't take the studio camera out for profit. And so again, I'm going to be the reason why I want to go back to work is if I work 1 month, I could save up enough money to buy a camera and pay cash. The camera outfit that I want to get costs about $4,000, and that's a lot of money. And I could buy it right now and make payments on it, but I don't want to make another bill because I got a high car payment right now, and I'm trying to keep up with that because before my car payment was $100 a month there, and now I'm paying $500 a month. That's quite a jump on a payment for somebody being on retirement. It's a car payment right now is sucking the hell out of all our money every month, and I don't like it. I don't like that, So I just got to be very careful. And as soon as I get my check, what I do is I take my payment, I put it in my savings account, and then if my payment's due next week, I'll take that money and I'll put it back into the checking account, so they'll have their money. And what's great about the dealership where I bought the car from, a couple of days before, they give me a reminder warning that they're going to be taking money out of my checking account, so there's no issues, So, and I've already made 4 car payments on it already since I've had the car in October, but yeah, so the bank gave us pretty close to $17,000 if you want to finance a car. Maybe I should have went that way first, but I didn't want the hassle. And so at some point, I'm going to call up the dealership and see if I can buy the car outright. Now, you can buy the car outright anytime you can, but it's got to be under that amount that the bank's going to allow me to have. So I don't know how that's going to work with a lease until I find out the details from from the girl that works in the finance department, see what they say. But there might be a little more. I might have to pay a penalty for buying it out early. I don't know. They call it an early buyout. I was doing a lot of research on that. And then, of course, everybody that's on retirement money, we're going to be getting a Social Security increase this year, a whole whooping 3.5%. But it doesn't matter. The rent's going to go up 6% or whatever. It's going to go up. So we're not gaining anything. Of course, in the price of food and the insurance is going to go up. So we don't win it. We don't win. It's a vicious game. Yeah. So I'm hoping that Donna wins Friday night. We'll see what happens there. The coveralls this week, the 3,000 is 57 numbers if you're in the area. And the other coverall is 54 or 55 numbers for 2,000. So there's a good chance somebody's going to win at least one of them, or maybe both, or maybe the same person. It would be nice if Donna would win. But she has won it before for 3,000, so have I. But, it's few and far between on those. Many times that she'll get in and then we'll sit there and wait, and not get it. Then a number will be in the monitor and somebody just hauled and beat her out. It happened the last time. But, that's just the way it breaks of the game. But, so I'm going to kill the video. I'm going to go walking and finish up my coffee and do a couple of things on the internet. I want to make a Christmas playlist for my car radio. And I'm going to go down and take some photography and a little bit of video and see what's going on at the City Hall. And you guys have an amazing day. You'll be watching for some video later on this afternoon. I'll come back live later. And I'm not sure about the time yet. I'm thinking about 5 o'clock, and put something together for you guys. But thank you for coming along. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a member. And don't forget to hit that like button because it definitely helps me out. And be watching for Anne Marie's her and Tam did a great job yesterday cooking that video. She does like she always does. And also she I think she's doing game night tonight. So I'm looking forward to that, and anyways, you guys have an amazing day. Talk to you guys later and have a great day.